Holy shit! I had my AirPods on way too high. Damn! Now
What?
my ears are ringing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Holy shit! All right, welcome. It's Sunday night, 7 o'clock, and sorry we missed the last couple of weeks, but that's how life goes. Uh, yeah, we're back, and I'm at loss. I'm at loss for words because I'm over caffeinated. I'm tired and my left nut's itching.
That's the
So,
worst.
yes, it is. On that note, we'll start with the bottom right. What is up, Canada?
Nothing, my man. Just relishing in it was a good weekend here. Just having some fun. Haven't really been, have I been playing much? No, not really. Just Call of Duty, trying to grind out the last few bits of the battle pass. Still Baldur's Gate 3. Still like that. I don't think that game's ever gonna end. And Final Fantasy 7, the new one. That's a really good game. I just you know just chugging away. I'm not really like jumping into it like some folks just kind of they live and breathe it for weeks on end or whatever. For me, it's just like I do little pieces here and there. Just I don't know. I'm kind of surprised actually that it doesn't have me captivated to the point where I just want to play that and only that. And when I wake up, that's the first thing I think about playing. Because the last one did. When I started playing that, I'd be up late at night playing and then go to bed. And the first night I'd wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, to take a leak or whatever. And I'm like, I should go play some more Final Fantasy. And I would do it. But this one it's not, I don't know. It's a good game. I like it. But it just hasn't grabbed me by the short and curlies, just like the other ones have.
Or maybe it's because you're an adult now and you got kids and all that shit.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Like I like the last one, the first part of the remake, right? I loved the hell out of it. Couldn't stop playing it. Yeah, this one just I don't know. Maybe I just have too much going on in my mind.
Could be.
Yeah. I did
Things happen.
download a couple other things though, but I haven't jumped into them yet. We'll get into that probably next week because that's when I'm going to be playing next. Yeah, one of them will be Alone in the Dark, which I downloaded.
Yeah.
I got for the PC. I know you had some thoughts, and I'm looking.
Oh
forward
yeah,
to
I'm gonna
hearing
give
a
my
more
thoughts on it here in a
deeper
little bit.
dive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I fired it up real quick just to see how it ran on my PC. It runs beautifully. It looks really nice. I'm excited to play it, but I've heard your issues with it, and I'll see how I feel about it.
There you go. That's the only true review you need.
That's right. Well, I like to talk to my friends like you guys and stuff like that, see what their overall thoughts are. But I definitely don't take what everybody says to me to heart, right? Like I just like, okay, I hear what your thoughts are and your concerns, and I'll see if I feel the same way. That's just kind of how I roll. I love talking with people about games, man.
You mean you use common sense and logic?
Well, I mean, don't tell my wife that, but yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right. Then next, we have the guy whose O's maybe zeros. What's up, Dread?
What's going on, everyone? Yeah, I've been hanging out, watching everybody, crying about Alone in the Dark because it was one of my most anticipated games. I was looking forward to it, and now I'm kind of like sitting back, waiting for a few more people to play that I trust on their opinions on it. Not that I don't trust yours, Wilmy, but it's just I'm looking for somebody to tell me something good.
Dude, I even posted video of it.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it. I was hoping by the time I get around to it, that they would actually fix it. So it's fingers crossed, prayers, and all that fun stuff for the game before it's rest in peace. But no, I kind of got back into Secret of Mana on the Nintendo, so checking that out. I got the collection a while back and finally got a time to sit down and play on the Switch. Other than that, it's been a lot of work and a lot of editing and dealing with YouTube and their lack of whatever they're doing, analytics.
Somebody's Xbox got turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. I accidentally hit my fucking button that was on the controllers on the floor.
All right. Then we got to the top right. The man with the beard. Bomber.
What's up? Been doing good. Just a lot of work and not as much play, but of course, lately just been playing my normal Halo and Rocket League, and then have mixed a couple of games in between, like Immortals of is it Avium or something like that? I can't remember how you say the thing, and played it for a little bit. It's definitely pretty fun game for, especially for what EA I think is who made that one. So
They
yeah,
published it.
or
And
they
you can
published
actually
it,
get on a
whatever, yeah.
server? Holy shit.
Well, on a server. What?
If EA made a game and you guys should get on, that's an improvement.
Oh. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good. I mean I haven't played it. I don't know if there's anything else that I've tried lately. I was gonna try that Wild West just because it looks kind of cool, but
Yeah, that's one of the ones I downloaded.
oh yeah, Dead Island 2. I played a little bit more of that. Other than that,
Yeah,
that's
I know
about
dude's
it.
fun.
It is pretty fun. And I've never really cared for zombie-ish games, but this one's just pure
Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
bloodbath and go kill things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like there's no thinking about it. Just go kill things, and it's
Especially
amazing.
when you find those gloves, like a Wolverine type gloves.
Oh, I
You
can't
just-
wait.
Oh, you just run through and just slash everything. The only problem is things break.
Yeah.
That's the only issue.
That's all right. You find the next level upgrade anyway, so
Oh,
eventually
yeah.
you switch over.
Are you on your phone, Dread?
No.
That would be a yes.
I didn't know if you were on your phone or the spaceship that came to pick you up already.
That was. I'm hanging out with Elon Musk.
He's getting probed. I knew it.
That's it. All right, and then next we have the panel pony pupper. What's up, Piniac?
Hey everybody, what's up? Good to be back. We Villain's probably got some ideas to talk about.
Does he?
I mean,
I'm
he
gonna
always
be
does, doesn't
honest. What
Hey.
game of news is there, dude?
he? I don't know. You'll throw something out there. And
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
Shit talk for 45 minutes, and then we'll be like, "Holy crap!" But as far as what I've been playing, it's like Canada doing some Rebirth, kind of the same deal. When I play it, I like it, but when I turn it off and go about my day, I'm not like, "Oh man, I can't wait to get back to that." Right? Like,
Wow.
it's
That
not.
sucks.
It doesn't have that, but and I started playing Balatro again because I moved up a couple levels in the deck, and I have one more win to get like a gold stake win. It's a big rare ass trophy. I think it's like less than 1% people have it, so I kind of want it. So
There you go.
that's what I'm
Hey,
spending.
Xbox has a lot of those if you want to play all the games. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, I had to
And-
throw a little shade out there.
and GT7 weeklies, of course.
Oh, yeah,
We'll get
GT7.
squeezed in. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Still fighting the FOMO for Dragon's Dogma 2 and
tell me about
Helldivers
it.
2. Like,
Mhm.
damn.
I'm feeling that too, bro.
Yeah.
Dragon's
Like, I don't
Dogma,
even give a shit about the 30 FPS or 28 FPS or whatever it is. I don't care. I just see it. I see people do all these things. It's like, that shouldn't even be able to happen in a game
Yeah,
right now, right?
that's
It's just
neat.
like, holy fuck. But yeah, I'll get it eventually, maybe when I have a window of opportunity to not play one of the 500 games I already have. I don't know.
Well, and as for me, Call of Duty, of course. I maxed out the Battle Pass 2 weeks ago. I hit Prestige number 9. I can't gain any more XP until the next season.
Dude,
I'm grinding out all the weapon camo. I
Nice.
have 23 platinum weapons now. So that's what I've been doing with that. Now, Alone in the Dark.
I'm getting to it.
Man, I have been waiting for this game for years. I enjoyed the originals. And I know the originals were buggy, but look when they were made. I expected a game that came out in 2024 to not be as buggy as a game 20 some years ago. The game looks great when it's not dropping to maybe 8 FPS. I posted video on this channel and even on Twitter. You fire a weapon, which you get a pistol, you get a shotgun, and a Tommy gun. It doesn't matter which one you shoot. When you shoot at something, you see the shot, sometimes hit what you're shooting at, but it takes 3 seconds for the noise to actually happen.
Oh,
What?
So it's like watching Godzilla with sound effects. Because, and the bad part is, I've got a couple of other videos I didn't post, and I literally shot, I had a creature. This game, I know it wasn't designed this way, it's just done badly. Anytime you're in any area, I don't care where it is, sometimes you can find like a clue and it will spawn a creature actually right on top of you. And if something is on top of you in this game, you have no way to fight it. I posted one video of me on a boat. This thing literally had me, if there's a creature that you have to shoot, because you can forget melee, you get a couple of melee weapons, they're as useless as they can be. But you can't melee close to you. So
Wait,
you will die a lot, depending on the difficulty you have it set on. If any enemy gets near you too close, you're dead because you can't get away.
Did you say you can't you can't melee if you're too close?
Right. It does no good.
Isn't that what melee is?
That is
though?
exactly what melee is. That's the bad part.
Maybe they read it as melee, and that's why they didn't
Yeah.
understand what it meant.
That must be it. But there's one area in the game, I think it's in chapter 3. I'm not going to give it away, but you will probably throw a controller or 2 or 3.
oh, good.
If you have a small animal, I advise you not to have it in the room because you may grab it and throw it.
You're kitty.
This area, dude, I kid you not, is full of creatures. Now, your guy already runs like he's got 3 broken legs like Forrest Gump. If you ever watched the movie Forrest Gump when he had the metal braces on his legs, that's how this character runs before the braces came off. And you're expected to run through this area. And it's like underground and it twists and turns. And the creatures surround you. Now, keep in mind, I already told you can't get away from them once they get too close. Shooting them, the bullets like imaginarily goes through them.
That's awesome.
Because in a couple of the videos I posted, if you look closely, the one I posted where it shows a pier, I shot that damn thing 6 times and it never got a hit mark.
Jeez.
And so sometimes the bullets will literally go right through the creature. So, yeah. So I died like 12 times in this little area trying to get through it. And you have to figure out how to get through it, dodge all these things or stay ahead of them. And it's just like, wow. And luckily for me, I'm not a quitter. And I don't throw things. I'm at that age where I don't throw shit anymore. But I made it through the area. I did curse a lot. Thank God I'm not religious because I've probably been struck by lightning. But yeah, it's pretty bad. And the weird part is the game took me 7.5 hours from start to finish. So yesterday,
Is that
because
both players?
apparently,
Because you're supposed to play both
well,
people.
I was getting around to that.
All right.
Yes, yesterday I'm a glutton for punishment. I did serve in the military, so that proves that anyway. So yesterday I got up and I'm like, you know what? After I do my challenges on Call of Duty, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play the second character. So the first character I played was the detective.
Mhm.
They don't tell you that you can't do all the collecting playing one time through. they don't tell you that until you start a second character, until you go through it a second time. The bad part, the story really doesn't change much. Nothing changes much except a few of the collectibles you find. And it's basically the same shit. You just running around as a woman. And it's still just as bad. The story, like I said, does not change at all. Same cutscenes, everything. And it's just,
stupid.
you have to run through with the other character to get all the collectibles.
Oh, that's dumb.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. I did it for like 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, fuck this game, dude. So
And
I
there's
deleted it.
And no story differences?
No.
Yeah, that's dumb.
See, I played the little demo that came out when they released it, a couple of months ago. So I thought that maybe each character had their own story.
Mhm.
No, they don't.
So it's just a bullshit longevity tactic so you can get
Yeah, and
the other
yeah,
half of the collectibles.
Yeah, pretty much. Because if you do it the first time, I think there's like 3 safes in the game. If you play through it the first time, you can remember the codes, unless you're a moron. You can remember the safe code. So when I started playing with the woman yesterday, I remembered the safe codes. I just beat the game a couple of days earlier. So I went through it rather quickly. I made it to chapter 4 in like an hour. And the boss fight at the end of this game, I have played a lot of terrible games. I truly have. I've played games on Steam that I bought for 50 cents that had better endings. The boss battle at the end of this game, they expect you to hit. You guys remember? Oh God, what was the name of it? It was the frozen. You were like in the Arctic area. Back on the 360, they made 2 of the games.
Dead Planet.
Lost
Planet?
Lost Planet.
Lost Planet.
There's 3 of them, actually.
Yep. You remember you had to shoot like the little bubbles that popped up on the creatures to kill them
Yep.
quicker? You're in a
Such a
room
great game, actually.
with this giant fucking creature. The aiming and the hit detection is already subpar. It was like pre-1983. And you have to hit these things to kill this creature. You have no room to get away or to back up or to move. You can try to run in circles around it. But remember, you're running like Forrest Gump with braces on your legs. And you have to aim and hit these little bubbles to kill the creature. The best part is you only hold, I think, 21 bullets for your pistol, 8 slugs for your shotgun, and I think it's 41 bullets for the Tommy gun. And they give you a flare gun for whatever ungodly reason because it doesn't kill anything. I never saw anything it would actually kill. But that boss fight, literally, it wasn't that it was so hard. It's that it was just so corny and drug out. It took almost 30 minutes to kill this damn thing. Luckily, there is ammo laying around the room, but it doesn't regenerate. So if you don't kill this bastard with the ammo that you've got when you get there,
That's
and
it.
the ammo that's on the floor, I don't have a clue. And yet, Vault, thank you. I was going to mention that too. Throwable objects. This has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen implemented in a video game, ever. You will be walking around in a map, and you'll pass bottles or whatever, and it'll keep popping up on your screen. You can throw this at an enemy, throw this at an enemy, but you can't store it. The bad part is you literally have to hold it, and you can't walk at a normal pace while you're holding it. It already has an arc ahead of you. You know, like when you throw a grenade in Call of Duty, it shows the arc, right?
It just has it there, so you have to throw it to get rid of
it has to be. It has to be thrown, so it doesn't go away. So wherever you're moving, that arc is moving, and your character like goes to a standstill. They're walking at like a snail pace, and you can't move normally until you throw this thing. You can't store it. You can't hold it any other way. And Molotovs, you find one on occasion. I did use a couple, and I thought it was funny because every once in a while, a Molotov will kill a creature, but then sometimes it just like pisses it off. and I had one creature, and it was the same. You had the two same creatures for the whole game. That's it. Until the boss fight at the end.
Please
They
tell
don't
me you have a
change.
backpack. Do you have a backpack?
No, you don't have no backpack.
That's why you can't store nothing. See? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
They're letting you be really, really like
Yeah, it was the
Maybe
realism.
the realism.
you gotta
of
pay
it.
for that backpack.
It's
Yeah.
really
Hey,
the
microtransactions.
survival horror thing, right? Like where they're kind of leaning heavily into that. It sounds like.
Well, and you know, the puzzle thing, I've complained about it before. I don't know why in horror games, everybody thinks there has to be a ton of puzzles. At
Dude,
least
that's-
on this game, they weren't over the top and completely, they weren't as stupid as some other games, right? But
I almost feel
they're-
like they just put puzzles in every type of genre just to make it longer. Like they do it for action adventure games. They do it for, I mean, look at God of War. I mean,
oh yeah,
like it needed puzzles. No,
oh, don't get me started on God of War. But
I never
especially the
played
last one.
Ragnarok because I know that I heard that was worse.
Oh, it is. But it's just like the setup. I don't know. It's just like the whole. I don't know how this game passed. I don't know who sit down and QC this game and says, "Oh yeah, put that thing out. They're gonna be happy with that." I don't know who did that.
Probably the same
Because
people
honestly-
that did Redfall. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, they don't deserve to be paid.
Sorry.
I mean, it was terrible. But you know, I did finish it. Yesterday I deleted it. Unless there's some DLC, I'll never go back to it.
Why would you go back anyway?
You'll get a third
That's what-
character you can play through the whole game. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
all
but
the
plays a
try to
little
find
girl
another
this time.
collectible. And see, that was another issue too. Is it's just like you backtrack all over the place because it's not as big of a house as they claim. So it's 2 floors, and to get to one door, you may have to go upstairs, go through a room, come back down, and go all the way back around and back to that same door just to unlock it.
That's the reason why I did not like Dead Space at all. The whole backtrack.
And it's like, you know, well, at least on Dead Space, you know, it is a bigger area.
I mean,
This, I guess, in some ways, it's a good thing it's not so big. But it's just like, Jesus Christ. 1 minute you'll go through a door, the next minute that bitch is locked. And you're like, what the fuck? So I don't know, man. And I seen somebody the other day talking about, well, I got exactly what I was expecting. Well, then you're a dumbass.
damn.
If you bought that game expecting to get that garbage, then you deserve to play it. More power to you. I expected in 2024 to have a much better game than what we got. I'm sorry. In 2024, with all the technology between the last game they released and this one that came out last week, I expected something halfway playable. And don't get me wrong, it is playable. You know, it's playable, but that's it. As far as enjoyable, it's not.
Basically, so basically, all predecessors. It's a good game that could have been.
You were botting like crazy.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you just a bad service or something.
Now, if you want to play a game that's really good that came out recently, play Banisher's Ghost of Eden and just forget all about Alone in the Dark. That's my opinion.
The only thing
Because
I'll say
Banishers
about
was great.
Alone in the Dark is that I didn't play it. But when I don't know, it just everything I saw, it just looked bad to me personally, and I'm just like, and as soon as someone picked it up in Fantasy Critic, I was like, I couldn't wait to counterpick it. I was like, this game looks awful. No offense. if
Oh, I
anyone thought it
had
looked good.
people.
Well, shoot, just
I had-
seeing Wilby's video, I was like, yeah, this is bad. I was
I
like,
had
that
people
is not
commenting on my post. I'm about, well, you just don't know how to play it. Bitch, I'm 51 fucking years old. I've played more games than you've played your whole life. You know, and I've played all these games. There's no right way or wrong way to play it. I mean, it's not like it's a speciality playing a game that's buggy. If you know a way to make it unbuggy, let me know. And as far as picking it up for my PC, I'm not going to waste another. No.
Have they said anything about addressed anything? Like I don't go looking for this information. I just listen to like friends and stuff like that. But have they said anything online? Like, okay, you know what, guys, we know like we kind of fucked up.
I haven't seen anything.
No. Okay.
With I wouldn't be surprised if this was just out the door and done.
Yeah.
Like
I think
no
so.
patches, no hot fixes, just
Yeah,
it's
no,
out,
they're
it's
just-
gone.
That's
See you later,
It's a
right?
bad look though.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any DLC for it either.
No.
And to do, who's going to be? There might be somebody dumb enough to buy it. I'm not that one. I don't bitch about games that often, but this one deserves every minute of it. I mean, it's just terrible from beginning to end. It really, truly is. The cutscenes are way too long, which you can skip, luckily. But it's just bad. I mean, I don't know. The movement, the fact you can't really melee. If a creature gets too close to you, you're automatically going to die. I mean, it's bad. I wish I would have just bought something entirely different. Like I said on my post, I had more fun masturbating with sandpaper.
Hmm.
And Vault, I'm right there with you. I have buyer's remorse. And that doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I've only had one time with buyer's remorse.
Deathloop for me. That's the only time.
Oh no, dude! I'd rather play Deathloop
Oh, probably.
completely naked, covered in honey and fire ants.
Jesus.
Wow.
You could have just said just playing it over. I mean,
And for the record, Wilby did not really like Deathloop, so that's just.
I did not like Deathloop,
Yeah.
but I would rather play that naked, covered in honey and fire ants. I'm sorry, dude. I'm really pissed off about Alone in the Dark because I expected so much for that game.
Yeah.
Uh,
How are the performances though from like the actors though? Pretty good.
that was the only good thing about it.
Yeah.
It had the guy from
Stranger Things, David Harbour.
Stranger Things on it.
Yeah.
That was the only redeeming point of the game.
Right. I'm a fan of David Harbour. I like that dude. So that was pretty exciting when they announced that he was in it. But that's a bit of a pisser that the game doesn't really live up to what it should. Because that's a game that's got a lot of like deep history, right? Like that game kind of was the very first, if I'm not mistaken, like survival horror type game. And for it to have its legacy kind of pissed on with a
I think the original ran better.
Yeah.
I think
that's
I
saying
played the
something.
original because that was a PC way back in the 90s, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. And on
I think I played.
PlayStation 2. It was on the PS2.
Yeah, I think so.
I enjoy. I mean, I don't think they were as buggy as this one, dude.
It was very
That's the bad part.
polygony, right? Before that, yeah.
polygony. What?
Yeah.
That's a
Like the dude's legs were like trying.
That's good for your PC. You were using Bomber's PC back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just bad. Like I say, we'll pick up something fun. Play Banishers, Ghost of Eden. Leave Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Alone in the Dark. It was terrible.
Be together in the dark. That's way better.
Yeah. And Dragon, whatever. What was his new one? Yeah, Dogma. I have no clue. It's not my thing. I'm not buying it. So
Have you played any more? I think you bought Helldivers too, right?
yes, I have.
Play any more of that or just no?
No, because I can't quit playing Call of Duty.
There you go.
That'll do it.
Gotta get those guns camoed or whatever.
But I did start Layers of Fear all over again, the new edition on my cute little PlayStation Portal, and God, the improvements they did in that game was striking. If Bloober puts as much effort into the new Silent Hill game as they did Layers of Fear, the new Silent Hill will be amazing. Which I did play that little short they had a couple of weeks ago and wasn't impressed with that.
I don't think anybody was.
We'll see.
I think that just had Silent Hill as a name slapped on it and had nothing to really do with.
It had nothing to do with Silent Hill.
Well,
dude.
yeah, because that wasn't even Bloober Team's game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just some.
But yeah, it was just something that they were
I'd
like,
say
look,
cash
we,
grab, but it was free. So I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
we just want to show you
Yeah.
something that we made that sucks, but play it anyway. It's free.
Well, that's kind of what they did with Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
Said they
Except
charged
for
for
they
it.
made, yeah, I was gonna say except for they made you pay for it.
And you know, for once, my instinct was right on that game. Normally, I buy like the most expensive edition of every game.
Yeah.
This time, I bought the cheap one.
Oh wow, that's a first.
I know this time I bought the cheapest version, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, it's just terrible, dude. My asshole puckers up every time I think about it.
And then let's be honest, it's not very often at all that you'll completely slag a game into the ground.
No,
Like you'd
this
be like,
one-
it's bad, whatever. You know,
This one
whatever.
just
It is what it
totally. This one just totally deserves every second of it. I mean, it's just bad from the beginning to the end.
I'll take everybody else's word for it and enjoy my.
And
positive
Guardian,
counterpick.
I think the whole thing with Kotaku is hilarious. Probably for a different reason.
What's going on with Kotaku? I
Who
wouldn't really
cares?
pay attention.
Who gives a flying fuck about Kotaku? in
That's what
any
I'm
way,
saying.
shape,
That's
or
why.
form,
That's why.
right?
That's why I'm glad they've got people walking away or.
I didn't
pull
see
the
any of the
plug on or
headlines, and I
whatever.
was like, I don't care because it's fucking Kotaku and they suck. So
That's my point.
Yeah, they suck. They lie. They don't. That's just kind of pointless to even
Yep.
give them.
it's not worth my attention.
Nope.
No, I think we spend too much time with these journalists anyway. I think people give them way too much credit, and all they do is clickbait now, just like everybody else in the world. They're trying just to get clicks for money, generate revenue. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
well.
what they all do. Sadly, that's what they all do anyway.
Mm.
So, what's something you guys played that you want to talk about? Because I've been going on a rant about this shitty ass game for 30
You know
minutes.
what? I did forget. I did start playing the show 24. That's it's a good game. Like it's not. I don't know. Like I don't get as deep into it as some people do. Like I just like to fuck around and just do the creative player, do the road to the show, get there, and I just hit lots of home runs because like it's just more fun like that. Because playing in the outfield is boring.
Do you play the field with your character? I just set it to hit, man, and I
Yeah,
hit square 8 times a game, and that's what it is.
That's one of the things I think I love so much about it is that you can get in a couple games in such a short amount of time, and it's awesome. So if you're just like, you just want to get a little gaming fix, because we're
Like
all
you can
junkies.
play a 4-game series in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that's what I love about it the most, right? But yeah, I mean it's a well-made game. I don't know what they could do to make it different or better. Like I'm not gonna do the collecting the cards and that stuff. Like I have friends that do,
Diamond
and
Dynasty and
yeah,
play
they're
people
nuts.
online and shit. It's like
They're nuts. They're like, hey, look what I pulled today. I'm like, who cares? It's not a real card. Like you're not gonna get. It's not a Babe Ruth rookie card, man. You're not getting anything for it. But it's a really good game. If you haven't played it, if you like sports and if you like playing baseball, this is a really good one to get into.
Yeah, I care less about baseball.
Yeah.
I played the show 19, whatever year it came out that they put it on Plus. And it was like my most played game that year that I started playing it.
Yeah.
And I did the road to the show thing. And at first I was hitting and I was fielding and I was base running. And then I was like, base running is kind of stupid.
Mhm.
So then I took that out and then I fielded for, another season. I was like, you know what? Fielding is kind of dumb too. So I just want to hit bombs. And
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. So I'm only batting. And you get 4 or 5 bats a game, and that's a game, and you're done.
Yeah.
That's
It's
hilarious.
I don't know. I find it fun. I'll never play it online with anybody though.
Oh
God, no, don't do it. It sucks.
Yeah.
It has the worst lag of anything. I tried
really?
doing it because we had a group of us that played. We tried doing a actual season where we played against each other and actually tried. Yeah, no. Like you would pitch the ball, and as soon as it like left the pitcher's hand, it would freeze, and then the ball would show up right when you're trying to swing, and it just
That
you,
sucks.
you just have to just guess about swinging and trying to hit, and it was just so bad. And that, of course, that was probably the first one was that came on Game Pass. So what, 2020 or 2021? Because it's been on there 3 times now.
21, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever one I played on Xbox when it came out. So whatever.
Yeah.
21 sounds right. 21.
Yeah, maybe 21. But it was god awful. So I would never try that ever again.
I'd love to know what Microsoft paid for that.
I mean, they've apparently I think
it's
the
more
big part
MLB,
of it was MLB.
Right.
MLB's who's forced it upon PlayStation to push it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I think Xbox.
Sure.
Xbox putting it on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure paid a pretty penny to Sony.
That's what I mean. Like, I'd love to know what they paid. They had to pay a truckload of money, I'm sure, to get a flagship sports title that is a Sony product.
It's funny you boot it up
system, not only on their system but on Game Pass. Like, that was a pretty big. That was a pretty big deal.
Oh no, yeah, very much so.
That's the exciting world this week, folks. Because there ain't no game news.
Yeah, there's no gaming news. It's just most of everything is just games that have released, and if you're enjoying them, which unfortunately I haven't bought any of the new games. Like I was going to buy Dogma, like I had everything in me Friday to do it, but then like I didn't have time to really play, so I was like, what's the point in buying it right now when I can't play it? So I'm gonna wait until I actually have some time to actually play a game. So I may get it sometime this week because it looks
actually
fun.
Adam, I've got something on my mind right now. How many people here are in the chat last weekend watched Quiet on the Set about Nickelodeon?
No.
Did anybody in the chat watch that?
Is that like the behind the scenes of all the kid shows and shit?
Yeah, where some nasty stuff.
Like talking about all the pedophilia and bullcrap.
Yeah. Holy shit. When they had Drake Bell come on there?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I've seen just
where
excerpts of stuff that's been shown about them. It's pretty bad.
Is that on YouTube or like where is it? Where is that?
It's on Discovery Plus and all those.
Okay.
But I got to admit, my oldest daughter turns 30 tomorrow. Yeah. I'm getting old. But
You old son bitch.
all these shows we used to watch with my kids.
Oh yeah,
I used
to watch it.
Yeah, I used to watch the Amanda Show with them. Me and the wife both did.
Yeah.
Drake and Josh, all those shows with the kids. And to see that Quiet on the Set, man, it's like, holy shit. And the weird part about it, if you watch the show, Bomber said he watched it with his kids, so you know who Drake and Josh were.
Yep.
When Drake's dad told the cameraman that the first thing he said was he's glad it wasn't his son. Dude, that will tug at a parent. That hit hard. Because he didn't know he was his own son and had been molested. And you're like, holy shit. I mean, and as bad as I hate to admit it, everybody talks about Corey Feldman.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the dude is a little weird. Okay, so he's a lot weird.
He's eccentric. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot weird. He thinks he's a musician for some odd reason.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Corey Feldman and they were like, this is the mosh pit. I'm like, dude, that's not a mosh pit. They're trying to get the fuck away. But Corey Feldman has been telling people for years about Hollywood. And maybe he weren't as crazy as y'all think. But, the one thing about that show, and my wife and I still can't figure it out, there was a lady on there talking about her daughter. But she kept talking about her daughter in a past tense.
Oh.
So we don't know if the girl had committed suicide or what, because she really never said anything else. But I will say this: I'm gonna play devil's advocate. As a parent of 3 kids, which all mine are grown now, when my kids were small, there is no way on earth I am going to let a 30-year-old man email and call my 11-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
And this lady was doing that, hoping it would get her daughter more exposure to different kid shows. I'm sorry.
People
No.
chasing that shit. I'll tell you.
There's no way. Both my daughters would come on this podcast and tell you the same thing. There is no way. I would have beat the brakes off that dude. Never. So sometimes the parents are just as much to blame.
No,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, put them in harm's way for sure.
But by willfully turning a blind eye to the potential of whatever
Yep.
could be going on there, I agree with you. I would be 100% be like, yeah, any communication you need to have with my child, it goes with me in the
Through
same
me.
room. Yep. 100%.
Exactly.
There's
Good.
not, and if that's gonna ruin her chance, sorry, kid. I don't mean to be a dick, but this is about your safety for forever. I'm just not doing it.
And see, the bad part is if you watch the show, the girl's mother, her mom was in the business. She was an attorney
Right.
for the movie industry. And she wouldn't allow her in it when she was a kid. And there was a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then she turns around and lets her daughter be a part of it. And then this is what happens.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I haven't watched that show, but yeah, I've heard all about it for sure. 'Cause that's been
And Vault, that's
of it.
100%, dude. 100%. Of
Oh,
some
they're
of the
100%
parents are completely irresponsible.
Well, they're irresponsible because all they see is the money.
Mm-hmm.
The money and the
Yeah, they
fame,
want
and
their kid to be
they want part
famous.
of it. Yep.
And Brian Peck, he was on Boy Meets World. Damn, I forgot about that. And then the weird part of that, Guardian, is after he went to prison for what was it, 18 months, he was hired by Disney to work
well,
on
what do you
Zack
expect?
and Cody.
Yep.
Has nobody ever sit back and thought, and my wife and I, we've joked about it for years. My kids used to watch the Disney Channel, Hannah Montana and all those. Have you ever noticed how some of these kids grow up and what they act like when they get older?
Yep.
That's just not normal.
No.
I mean, be serious, man. A lot of them people, they grow up to be fucked up adults.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah.
One show my kids used to watch all the time is That's So Raven.
Oh, geez.
If anybody remembers her.
Raven Simone.
Yeah. And that girl is batshit crazy now. It's not just fame that gets to these kids, man. It's some of the shit they're subjected to.
Yeah.
Some of these weirdos in Hollywood.
Well, wasn't she on the Cosby Show? What?
Yeah, she was on the Cosby Show.
Oh, she was, wasn't she?
Yep, she sure was. And the Cosby Show was the biggest show in the United States forever. We all watched the Cosby Show as kids.
Absolutely. It's freaking good.
Yeah, it was.
It's like that and Family Matters, man.
And that, yeah, dude, that was disturbing as fuck. And the Guardian's not joke. The guy was a pen pal with John Wayne Gacy.
Wait,
How are
what?
you on a? Yeah, he was a pen pal with John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Weird.
Yeah, ain't that some shit, dude? Because he had posters, he had artwork and letters from Gacy
That's messed
that he
up.
would brag and show the parents and the kids.
That you would brag with? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm here to tell you, dude. If I took my kid to somebody's house and the first thing they show me is, "Hey, check this out! I got all these letters from John Wayne Gacy." We're gone. That's it. I don't want my kid buried in a crawl space. I
Yeah.
mean, man, people are just, I don't know. It's weird. And I don't know if it's always been this way or we just hear about it more now.
We probably hear it more now that just because of social media and then just the easy access of everything gets recorded now, and everything is kind of in the blind and basically in front of you anyway. And that's the sad thing. I think most of everything's been in front of us the whole time. We just never thought about it because we were so open to everything. Now
don't
we're
get me
more
wrong.
closed-minded. If you think about it, society now is more closed-minded about everything. So they freak out about the smallest thing, get offended by the smallest thing. So now everything is going to come out, and which a lot of this is definitely a big thing for sure. And they should be called out, and every bad thing you could think of imaginary should happen to these people. But yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just weird watching that show because I thought Amanda Bynes, man, when we used to watch that show with the kids,
well, that's
Yeah.
why
she was
went
funny as
crazy.
hell.
Oh yeah, that's why.
I mean, that girl, even at her age, was hilarious, man. And then she just kind of went away. Then you hear about her being arrested or doing something stupid, and you're like, wow, what the hell happened?
Yeah, she's got a lot of problems. Her.
Oh yeah,
She's like bipolar or something like that. And not long ago, she was found wandering in the street. She's like trying to flag down cars. She was naked out in public somewhere trying to flag down a car. She's like, I'm having a manic episode right now. I need help. Please help me, sort of thing. Like she was off her meds, and I feel terrible for that girl.
oh yeah.
And the
But
worst
it
thing
makes you
is-
wonder what happened to her.
And the worst thing is like
Hairdresser
those
now.
the meds that she's on or whatever. Maybe that was
Yeah.
given to her by Hollywood, and then to make her seem like she's crazy, and she actually isn't. Just saying. I know conspiracy. I know, but I could play it all day long.
It's sad, man.
Oh, it is.
Watching that show, my wife and I were like, holy shit. It's weird. Really weird. But can't say it's that big of a shock.
No, I know. Yeah, for sure.
No, like you said before, Feldman's been crowing about it for years, and Corey Haim, I mean, he was right fucked up because of whatever he went through, and
So is River Phoenix.
right,
Remember River
Yeah.
Phoenix? He died in front of that nightclub. He
yeah,
overdosed. And he had a double, dude, because his family, not only was he dealing with Hollywood, his family was part of that cult. So he had it twice as bad.
hmm
I can't remember the name of the cult his parents belonged to. It was
The one with the red Kool-Aid and the black Nike
no,
shoes.
no. Dude, that's two different cults you just talked about.
I know.
You just mixed up Jonestown and Heaven's
That's
Gate.
the one in what was it called? In somewhere in Oakland, one over L.A. Which one was that?
You're
One?
Heaven's
With the
Gate.
house? Is that one? Oh, okay.
That was Heaven's Gate. 94, 95, I think.
I know it was right after we moved here. what
I can't
happened?
remember the name of them. The guy called himself Father John.
Father
Oh,
John.
what was their name? They're almost like Hare Krishnas to an extent, but they would put the kids out to work, and Little River Phoenix would have to stand on the street and sing, and that's how he earned money for the cult, and that's kind of how he got discovered to be an actor
Really?
and a child actor. But yeah, and the weird part was in that cult they were a part of, pedophilia was a huge thing. So River Phoenix had it twice as bad. So that's happened to a lot of these kids, man. And the weird part, and I know I say this on social media and people don't like it, are in this country, we spend more time worrying about animals than we do kids. We honest to God do.
That's a true statement.
How many commercials do you see for the what's that girl's name sings that song? Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan. Yeah.
How many of those commercials do you see compared to children's commercials?
In the arms of an angel.
Oh God, don't do it.
Why, you gonna cry?
But it's just sad, man. We spend more time worrying about animals. We can rescue some dogs and some cats and rats and fucking pigeons, but we leave our kids out of these predators and pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
Sad. But we're not going to go on that rant.
Oh, why not?
Because Because I've raised 2 girls and I got a granddaughter on the way. So yeah, we're not
Yeah,
gonna go there.
yeah.
I'm getting that age now. I just shoot you. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yep, that's exactly right.
There ain't no
It's
such
all-
thing as a fair fight when you're over 50. I just shoot you and we walk away.
There you
I'll
go.
get out by noon. But any more gaming news that anybody can think of? Because there's not been anything happen. I know there's talk of a handheld Xbox.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, that's because of the thing of what's her name said from their little what was it called? I mean, I don't know what that was called. The response to the online fiasco, but when whether I can't remember her name.
I know who you're talking about.
Sarah Bond?
Sarah Bond. Yeah, when Sarah Bond's like, yeah, we got, exciting Xbox hardware this holiday, and it's like
Oh,
you don't know if that's the whole another Xbox or the handheld, but of course then there's a lot of more things that are pushing towards that it's actually the Xbox handheld. So
I think there's a new controller coming.
there's always a new damn
There's
controller.
always
No,
a
but
new
I mean,
controller.
I mean, with
Banding and why?
I mean, with
Banding and
something
why?
more in line with what PlayStation's got, like the haptics and the triggers and things like that. People like it. I like it.
I wish I could say that I have cared for it as much as like they've put the thought into it. I'm like,
I'm not
I always
bothered. It don't-
like my thing is like I wear headphones, so all the like the haptic, like the stuff that I feel, it kind of works a little bit, but not enough for it to matter. And because a lot of it comes with that speaker, like when you're pulling back on a bow and arrow or something, you kind of feel and hear the strings and all that. That's cool, but if you're wearing headphones, all you feel is the vibration, and it doesn't really feel much different. It's not like it really immerses me. But I mean, I still think it's cool for sure. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a dumb feature because I think it's really cool. But
Depends on the game.
yeah, I mean,
I
and of
haven't-
course,
I haven't turned all the way up in Gran Turismo because you feel the pressure when you hit the gas and you feel the pressure on the brake. So it kind of helps you. I don't want to say drive better because that's stupid because it's a video game and I'm using a controller. But it gives like a more realistic feeling, I think, as if there wasn't any tension there in the triggers. So
yeah,
I like it there, and like Returnal was awesome and Rift Apart was pretty good, but other than that, I mean, it's cool here and there, but it's not something that I would be like glad I spent extra money on. You know what I mean?
well, it's because
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
think
honest.
they really haven't implemented many games with it that like really, go crazy with it. And that's even first party. As you said, most every one of those games were first party. So it's like, are they really going to focus on it, or are they focused on, other features like actual software features? I mean, it's weird, but I mean,
You got to get those PS5 Pros cranked out.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
tell you right now, though, I'm not buying. I don't care if it's an Xbox or a PlayStation Pro. I'm not buying either one.
No, me neither.
The only way- the only-
not doing
the only
You
way
say that.
only way I buy the Pro, honestly, the only reason would be if I could trade in my PS5 for a decent amount for it to matter. And then if the actual, like, anything is special out of it, like if the CPU is still the same, like they keep saying it is, like from all the leaks, then I won't care. I won't get it at all then, because it's kind of pointless. It literally would be a pointless upgrade. Other than maybe some of your old games look better, kind of like buying a 1X. Like, yeah, your old games look better a little bit, but your new games ain't gonna look. It's gonna look about the same.
Yeah. So
Well,
let me ask you
well-
guys then: if Microsoft does decide to announce some sort of Xbox portable system, whether it be like a Steam Deck or whether it's like a PlayStation portal, like is that something that interests you guys? Because for me,
Not at all.
If it's
I have
native,
no
yes.
interest.
If it's native, I can see where that's more of a yes to me. Even though I'm not a big handheld person, I think native
Steam Deck and
would
stuff.
be more that would make me feel a little bit like, okay, it's maybe worth the price. But like the portal, I still need my PS5 for it. It's kind of pointless for me. Whereas, and then I can't just download a game to it and go play it wherever I want. I got to make sure my PS5 connects and is all that good stuff and has internet. Well, if my internet goes down, well, then I can't use my portal.
Right.
So it's kind of pointless in that regard for me.
Mhm.
But for like the Xbox has to be native. If it's not native, I think it's kind of a pointless peripheral that won't sell. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't think I'll buy it right away for sure not because I don't have I'm not like an on the go person anyway. So
Right.
Because if it's not native, there's already that Logitech one that is a Game Pass handheld, right?
yeah, the
Like,
ROG
so,
Ala.
like that already exists. Not even
Yep.
the ROG, also the ROG, and you can also use a Steam
You can
Deck.
use it on your
So
Steam Deck too.
it has
Yep.
to, like you said, it's got to be native. It has to be something more appealing than all of this shit that's already there, and it has to be for a lot less money, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, why would I buy this Xbox thing that can only do Xbox stuff when I can buy a Steam Deck for, like, let's say $100 more and it can do everything else?
Play everybody's shit.
Yeah, right. So
That's true. Actually, that's very
who
true.
knows, right?
I'm with you on that one. Because like Steam Deck to me is like the ultimate peripheral right now when it comes to handheld, just because it can play everybody's shit.
Mhm.
Yep.
PC can
Yeah.
play
Even Cloud, like he has
Cloud, all
remote
clouds,
play
yeah.
working on his first PS5.
Yeah,
So I mean,
exactly.
it does
So,
everything, right?
Yep. It plays for everybody. Nintendo, you have all the emulators you can add to it. Of course, PC, then of course still has this Game Pass with Xbox and shit. So
Well, actually,
yeah.
Cloud told me how to set up my Steam Deck to run Xbox. It's a $5 program, dude. You buy on Steam,
There you go.
and it pretty much does all the work for you. You
Log into your
download
account.
this,
There you go.
yeah, and it's pretty much your games right there on your Steam Deck.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only thing that I can see it doing well is if price point is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because the most expensive Steam Deck is what, $650, I think now with the OLED for the 1 terabyte hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah.
The ROG Ally is what, $300?
Isn't that more expensive?
That's the cheap. That's the one with the less storage.
No, yeah, the ROG Ally is the small one, ain't it?
Yeah. Because you can buy a bigger one, it's like $600. The one with a bigger, hard drive.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff in it.
I think the Steam Deck, the most expensive one's like $650 or something like that.
Yeah,
so I mean,
that's one I've got.
And then you look at the ROG Ally, which I know it doesn't have all the capabilities of the Steam Deck, like connecting to Steam.
No, it don't.
But and I think it's what, $300 or maybe $400. I don't know how expensive that one is. The Logitech is $300 to $400.
I'm looking at Best Buy here, and the ROG is $900. I mean,
$900.
That's Canadian.
Damn,
in the
is it
US,
really that
it starts
expensive?
Probably like $600 for you guys, $500.
Well, here it starts at $399 and goes up to like $620 or something like that.
Okay, so there is different sizes of the ROG. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
16 gig, 512 gig hard drive. So I don't know if that's the top of the line.
And this is another thing. I just pulled it up on freaking Best Buy. So the ROG Ally 7-inch, 120 hertz, 1080p, mind you. Again, so this is 1080p. For $599.99, you save $100 right now because I have a deal for it. So that's $600 for you to have a Game Pass machine, technically. So if Xbox comes out, it can't be that much, for sure not. It won't sell for that much, just on brand of Xbox right now anyway. That's not going to sell. So you would then have to come in at what, $300-$400, the price of what, a Series X. That's a, to me right now, I think a tough pill to swallow, maybe. But then again, I mean, I don't know. That's where it has to have a lot of capabilities or something. Like it's got to be something crazy, because like if it comes out at $600-$700, that thing ain't selling. Like it will never sell.
But what if it's like their version of the Switch, where it's like their primary console?
If it's their primary console, then we got more issues. Unless it's like a bit like if it's a Series X but with a controller added to it. I don't know. Like what? Because at that point, if it's a handheld, it ain't gonna be as powerful as a Series X, for sure not.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going full 4K screen on an OLED? No. At that point, you're then also, if you are going native, then you need a higher internal storage. So like all that stuff plays into play, and then you're looking back at $600-700 for a device, and ain't nobody paying for that. Like I don't see anybody really, other than people that just have money.
Guardian, what's wrong with the MSI Claw, dude? I've not kept up with it. I knew it's coming out, but because I have an MSI gaming laptop that I use when I travel, and it's pretty much a beast.
Yeah,
The Claw's their handheld.
Oh, that's a handheld.
Handheld.
Yeah, that's a newer one.
Oh, so
thing,
hot right now.
Damn, that thing is $800.
Right,
Yeah, that's $700-800, and that's I don't see. And again, this is 1080p handhelds. Like you're telling me that
Windows machine,
15-year-old, 20-year-old screens is what we're playing on. Like this is what's crazy. Like I don't get it. Like I don't understand why if our cell phones can be less than these prices here, almost with the same computing power, and have full HD 4K or 2K 4K resolution on your screen on your cell phone. You could do this on a stupid handheld.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, not to toot my own horn. This Samsung Z Fold or whatever it is I've got,
yeah,
that turns out basically into a tablet. You would be amazed what Call of Duty looks like on this bitch. Not only will it do 4K on the screen, it has Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
Sound. So, yeah, I mean, my Samsung phone is pretty much a portable gaming setup.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's where I'm like, the competing platform for mobile right now it's ridiculous because cell phones now almost have the same computing power and are, most of them are definitely more expensive full retail for sure. But then you do have some phones that are $900 that are relatively the same, but yet are more powerful and have 4K. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's hard for me to see what they're going to do with this handheld and actually make it where they can compete in the same space as all these devices.
Well, I'll put it to you this way, Bomber, since you mentioned the comparison. Now, everybody knows if you listen to me at any time at all, I'm a Samsung guy. All the TVs in my house are Samsung. All my appliances, except for my washer and dryer, are Samsung. Because if you remember listening to me before, you know why. But with Samsung, I can play a game. I can start it on my phone, flip it open unfold it, right? And I have a bigger screen than what you've got with the Rogue. But I hit one button and it will transfer what I'm playing to any television in my house. I don't have to hook up a cable. I don't have to use an HDMI cord.
So like
it just
Samsung
automatically
proprietary Google
it just
Cast
automatically broadcasts to whichever TV I pick.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I can be in my bedroom and I can go connect the Samsung 53-inch. One button, boom. I'm playing on my bedroom TV. I can go in my living room, connect to Samsung 8K 83. Boom. And it's right there.
Now,
or I can do it here in my office.
Now, my biggest thing ain't necessarily screen size, because, I mean, they can get away with 7-inch, 8-inch handheld, without a problem, right? Shoot, they can go almost 6.5 and it'll be fine, but really that Switch is what now, 7 or 7.5? So, I mean, I don't know. I just find it weird that Xbox all of a sudden is going to go towards a handheld, and they haven't really done any other
right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the hot thing. I mean, really, the only way we would know is like to see what's actually been, I guess, not gonna say popular, but actually selling well. Like
if they were first to market, though, that would have been a huge situation. They're
Guardian,
years behind, right?
Guardian, to address your comment, I live in North Carolina, and that doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not, in North Carolina, I don't even know if anybody knew this.
Yeah,
there are some states now.
Yep.
Where you can't do that anymore.
Yep.
Because you have to,
can't transfer.
No. Sites like Pornhub and shit don't work in North Carolina.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Just like Texas.
You poor bastards.
Well, the reason is because the state, even though every week we hear about a teacher molesting a kid
Okay.
in one of the schools here,
Oh.
but for whatever reason, somebody decided that they want you to put credit card number or something in to vouch for your age to
Oh.
log into these sites, and all these sites are protesting it, saying they're not going to do that. So none of that stuff's actually enabled in my state.
Can't
So
have
if you
the
try to,
kids- can't have the kids having that porn.
if you try to log into
Get your
Pornhub in
AR-15
North Carolina,
though.
it's
Here's
not going to
your
get you anywhere.
Unless
But
you
we
do
did-
VPN.
yeah, I was gonna
we
say
did
VPN
just-
all day long it'll work.
We did just get oh god, what's that betting site?
Oh,
At
geez.
365.
Which one?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
A lot,
there's
but probably that
so
big one
many.
that everybody's using right now.
Bodog?
Yeah. Which one?
Shit. What is it called?
FanDuel.
Yeah,
FanDuel.
Yeah,
FanDuel was just now.
gambling site.
Yeah, it is just now legalized in North Carolina on the 15th. We can, I mean, dude, you can get anything here you can in any other state. You can buy any type of drugs going downtown. Hell, you ain't even got to go downtown. You can buy drugs. You can get drunk, piss on the street corner. That's fine. But you could not bet on a gambling site until the 15th. So it's just weird. That's
I
what
don't know what's
happens when the Southern Baptists run your state.
Okay. So I don't know what's like for you guys with like the gambling sites, because I know you're just getting to it, but up here in Canada, about 90% of the commercials are fucking gambling sites. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Like they just want everybody to become a degenerate gambler now. It seems like.
And it's not even commercials. Like they have segments during like this, like intermission
Yeah.
hockey. Like,
Yeah, you're like all the
specifically
sports,
designed
the sporting
like,
things like in between,
to like
halftime
push
or whatever.
the odds now. That it's the third period's coming up now. Here's how the odds have shifted.
Yeah.
Go to
Speaking
FanDuel. It's like fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I was looking through TikTok earlier. Every
Ooh,
other
look
fucking
out.
clip was a fucking FanDuel. Did you know it's legal in North Carolina? Yes. Don't care. Yes, don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know enough about sports to even try to bet on it. But it's weird, dude, because it's like every fucking where now.
You wait.
And-
It's gonna be even worse, my friend.
Jesus. But yeah, there's another one too, ESPN or something. They've apparently got their own now.
Well, I would imagine.
Really? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah, dude, it's
ridiculous.
2024 and we're just now allowed to bet online on sports. I just don't understand that. Not that I'm going to do it, but I think it should have been, possible for whoever wanted to do it.
Sure.
But, kind of like the porn thing. If you wanted to watch porn, that's your business. You should be allowed to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Not bothering me. I don't really care, but,
Just their way. Never mind. I'm keep it to
Yeah.
myself.
that's what happens when you keep hiring fucking senior citizens to run the government.
Yep.
Motherfuckers that were alive during World War One. That's why there should be a damn term limit on every one of these assholes.
Yep.
I think if you're above 60, you don't need to be in federal government or state government anymore.
Yeah, you should be retired. Get the hell out.
If you still give the bellhop at your motel a quarter for a tip, you don't need to be in office anymore.
If your pocket has Werther's Originals or
How dare you be smart
those
further original?
stupid cherry, those nasty ass strawberry candies.
Oh yeah, and the
Oh, yeah.
strawberry wrapper.
Oh, those
Yes,
are
the
great.
strawberry wrapper. Yeah. If you have those,
If you if
pull it
you
out of
were
your
a
pocket.
guest, if you were a guest at the Last Supper, you should no longer be in political office.
If you physically watch the Titanic sail away,
No shit.
Wait, that was a real ship? Oh damn!
If you remember Lincoln's speech because you were on the lawn listening to it, you might be too old to serve.
Weren't you there though?
No,
Oh shit.
it's a long way from that one.
Oh man.
It's just weird. It's sad, dude. It really is.
What if the Xbox handheld in theory is like the Switch, where it's just not as good when you're on the go, but it has a dock with it that makes it way better.
So what
Well,
you're
that's kind of
saying?
where I was going there.
So what you're saying is it on the go is a 1080p device that only
Sure.
plays 1080p games,
It would be like
and then when you hook it up on the
1080p,
dock, then it's 4K.
60 FPS, Xbox One X frame rate, but not the res. But then if you hook it up to the dock, there's some processing power in there that can give it at least Series X capabilities.
And
And
you're
to
looking
set
at
up
a-
more like
Then you're
the
looking at a
Steam Deck.
$500. Then you're looking at $500 or $600 for a device. Then there's no way. There's no way.
I
Nobody's
think if
gonna
they
pay
do
for that, though.
something, if they do something like the Portal and price it about the same, like $199, they got a chance.
But the thing is, if they do a streaming only device, it definitely won't sell.
No.
I mean,
I don't know, dude.
Their streaming
'Cause-
service now is not that great, let alone
you-
trying to use that as a streaming service.
Yeah, it's been real bad lately, and honestly, you can spend $100 on an attachment for your phone and just use your phone as your streaming only device for the games.
And
Works
plus,
fine.
That's true.
there's
Yeah.
already that Logitech one that does that already.
Right, exactly. Like I feel like it has to be a native device for them to even think about bringing it out. And maybe y'all are right. Maybe it is the new Xbox XY. I don't know what they're gonna call it. But yeah, where
Nobody does.
It-
Bong.
it is
Nobody
a
does.
conversion. It lets you play it like a Switch on the go, then hook it up to your dock, and then you have a 4K machine that can play it just like a Series X. I mean, I guess. And since all their games technically now, they all do that whole, it automatically, if you download it for the Series X, it'll play on all, or not necessarily at all. See, that's the other problem. So how is it going to know? Because like if I download, say, the Series X version of a game on the hard drive, it will not play on a basic hard drive. Like it won't play.
Mhm.
So like, is it always just going to be a Series X? Like it's a SSD. So it's going to be a Series X memory as far as storage capacity. So it'll download the Series X game, but when playing in the handheld mode, it drops the frame it drops everything down because the screen cannot recognize the 4K maybe, and then it just plays the best version it can. Like if
I
you
don't know,
hook up
dude.
a Series X to a basic 1080p thing, but then at that point you have to download. I don't know. Like I'm confused. I mean, I guess that ain't for me to figure out, I suppose, but I just find like if they're doing that much to a device, it's going to be expensive. Like it can't
Yeah,
be cheap.
and I think if what you're saying too, if it's that expensive, it's probably not going to sell.
In this day and age where people are more worried, I mean, shoot, even brand new games are not selling like they were, even
Oh no.
these strong games like, yeah, I mean, even like I even thought Spider-Man 2 was going to sell more than it actually had. I really did. I thought it was going to blow out the water, and it did very well, but of course it didn't blow off the socks of everything. So it's like, it's kind of crazy that you get, Hogwarts that destroyed everybody, which is strange to me. But even though it's a great game,
I mean, depending on the numbers, I don't know what they are exactly, but Spider-Man 2 was the fastest selling first party.
it was the fastest selling.
Yeah.
But
So
it
what
didn't
does
sell.
that mean? I don't know.
Yeah, it just didn't outsell. I guess that's my thing. Like I think what the highest selling PlayStation exclusive right now is
Spider-Man
it God of War?
Oh, total units?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like not
Okay.
not within the first few
Okay, yeah,
weeks
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
I think Ragnarok is still there. Or
is it
Spider-Man
Ragnarok? Yeah,
the
that's what I
OG
was thinking.
Spider-Man. I don't know.
Yeah, probably the original Spider-Man, probably, ain't it?
The fact that Hogwarts outsold everything though,
Right.
That's wild, right?
That's wild to me. Now, granted, they did launch on everything, including the Switch, but
yeah,
still,
and it was out basically all year. But
Should
still,
not latch on the Switch at all.
yeah. As of January 24 million. That's insane.
that's nuts. Like
That's
that's a
stupid.
lot of units, man.
From last February till January in a year, basically less than a year, it's sold 24
And
million.
like not even getting into the whole boycott, which is nonsense anyway.
Right.
But I don't think anyone expected it to do numbers like
Not
that.
to do that. No.
Like, I'm sure there were a lot of people who thought Diablo 4 was going to kill it. Like,
Yeah.
insane.
Well, I think it did. It did very well when it first came out, and then everybody's like, now it's just like, nope.
This game sucks.
Sorry. It's 'cause
But they are making some pretty big changes for the new season from the sounds of it that could, could bring people back. So I'm interested.
I hope to God they do something that drastically changes, because that's one of my favorite style of games. It's my favorite like franchise ever, and it's dead to me right now because it's just not. There's nothing about it that makes me really want to grind.
Let me ask you, what is it about that you're not digging right now? Is it the looting and the items and stuff like that? Because they're completely like blowing that up.
Yeah,
they're
they're allowing. Yeah, they're going to be updating it where you're getting more drops, more of this, more of that. That's great. However, my character still looks like I did when I first bought the game. I can't look any cooler when you come out with new stuff. The transmog does not. It doesn't look any different. It looks like shit. Nothing looks cool until I pay for a season pass and finally get to level 100 or whatever it is to finally unlock the most expensive, a cool armor. And then I have to go through their microtransactions and find a cool armor that I want to have to look cool in the game. But that's the whole point of a looter shooter, is by getting armor and weapons that look cool and also have great stats. Now you're just looking at now you're just literally looking for stats, and that's boring. That's just boring to me. I want to look cool, yes, but that's the whole point of, like, if you go look at World of Warcraft, for instance, yes, it is an MMO, and I get that, but it has lots of loot. Well, guess what? Some of the most sought after stuff looks a certain way, and you can't get anything else that looks like it unless you get that to drop. And this game does not have that. Diablo does not have that. You have to pay them $25 to make yourself look cool. And it's just, I think that's just ridiculous. It's what pissed me off when it came. Like, at first I was like, okay, it's fine if they let you buy certain stuff. That's cool. But literally the whole game now, I have 14 different kind of presets that they've had since the game is launched, and that's all I get to choose from unless I pay money. No, I'm good. Like, that's the only part that really kills me. And then on top of that, the seasons have been decent. Like, they're cool. The story part of it is actually pretty cool, but then it dies real fast. Like, it's boring. It's monotonous. There's nothing to the gameplay that makes it, I guess, super, super fun like it used to be. Like, Diablo 3 still to me is more fun to play than Diablo 4 is in its current state. Now, with this update, maybe it changes things and allows it to be a lot more fun. I will definitely check it out for sure. I don't think I'll buy the season pass unless it just really like strikes well, because I mean, I love Diablo, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be uninstalled anytime soon, but it's still a game that I wish would just go back.
I haven't even gone back and played it since the first season was over.
It's just tough. I mean, it is tough. Like, it's even tough for me to tell people, hey, please try Diablo again. I mean, you're not going to want to. You're going to get in there and be like, well, this is boring. Like, it's the same areas, the same monsters. There's nothing different. It's still the same boring grind and the same dungeons. The dungeons have not changed since the game has come out. You have nothing new. And I think that's kind of my only problem with it. You don't have anything that changes. It's the same thing, and you just run it, and hopefully you get something to drop. So I'm hoping this update with Season 4 does make it huge, like make a big impact and actually bring more people back to it for sure. Like, I want that to happen because I would love this game to be huge, but I mean, what is it? Is it now or soon that Diablo 4 comes on Game Pass?
Oh, it's out now.
It's out now. So yeah, so it's on Game Pass now, and I don't even know if even the Game Pass people are playing it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm pretty sure it's out now.
Let me see. I need to see.
Back.
Sorry.
Just so you know, AARP starts sending out catalogs and you turn 49.
Yeah. Shoot, I've had AARP sent to me since I was 30.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like they've been sending it to me in my name, saying to sign up. I'm like, how am I signing up right now?
Damn, dude,
Do it.
they send you like a 6-month calendar to live or what?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, what are you trying to do to me right now?
Oh
Every
no, sorry,
time
it's not there yet. It's coming.
It's like
I
what, the
got one
28th?
in the mail. I got one in the mail right before my birthday last month. That bitch went right in the fucking trash.
I mean, I always throw mine in the trash, but like,
I'm like, no, I ain't to that
Yeah.
point yet.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. What you're talking about?
AARP.
Okay.
It's like the American Association of Retired People.
yeah.
Oh,
And I'm sorry, with our economy, you
I'm
ain't
not gonna be
retired at the
retired.
age of 50.
Yeah, I'll be retired at like when I'm 85, probably.
I'll be fucking dead.
Actually, by the looks of it, we might retire if we live old enough to run for political office.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're like 130, and you might be able to retire.
Uh,
Oh my God, he started getting at the age of 28. Holy shit, Guardian.
damn.
That's all right. I mean, like when my wife and I first moved into our house, the first piece of mail that we received was planning our funeral. Just like showed up.
Wow.
I'm like, holy fuck, man! I'm like 26 years old, and you want me to plan my funeral already? I just bought a home. Fuck off
I've
already.
gotten those too, and I'm like, yeah, fuck you, dickhead.
Yeah.
It's like, plan your future with us. That's not a future, bitch. That's demise. You can go ahead and invest in our crematory pack. What? No. No. There's just, I don't know. It's just weird. It's morbid. But on that note, folks, there's really no news to talk about tonight. We've pretty much hit everything there is. So we're not going to hold you guys up. Yeah. But I do want to address one thing really quick before we get out of here.
Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm just kidding.
No, I care less about Grand Theft Auto.
I just messing.
I got a couple of messages last week.
Okay.
Now, I just want to explain something that whoever's listening and whoever listens after this goes, DVR. We've been doing this podcast for 4 years. Next month, we've went through some hard times here and there. When I got sick. But keep in mind, we don't owe anybody anything. Not one person. We were the podcast that was doing all the giveaways, was backing all the other podcasts, a lot of them. We don't owe anybody anything at all. If something happens and one of the panel members can't make a podcast, life gets in the way. Not tonight. Scrub had to go to his dad's house, so he couldn't be here tonight. Everybody on this panel is always told, your family comes first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is. Everybody here, we all do something outside of playing games and talking about them online. That's why the channel's not monetized. That's why we don't push memberships or any of that shit like everybody else does. We don't have a Patreon account, none of that. We have shirts and stuff you can buy, but none of us know how to log into it. So there you go. And yes, to answer the other question I was asked, things have changed. In 2022, when I was pretty much declared dead, when I came to, things are a lot different. Until you're put in that situation, you don't realize what's important and what's not. Hanging out with your friends and family is always important. And this panel, we're kind of like a big dysfunctional family. A lot of the people I associate with online, it's kind of like a big family. But, there are things more important than arguing about video games, which is why we don't get involved in it. And the podcast, it's something we do for fun. We don't come here to beg for money or to spread shitty information. We come here to have a good time, hang out with each other and everybody in the chat. We don't care about, reviews. We don't care about how many people watch. We just want you to have a good time and hang out with us if that's what you want to do. And if not, then fuck you. We didn't want you here to begin with. But yeah, things do change when you're put in that situation. And you can't help it. I still got my sense of humor, which some people get offended by, but that's okay. But yeah, things have changed. We don't sit here, we don't console war with each other, and we're not going to do it with anybody in the chat.
Absolutely not.
Because we all play a little bit of everything. Except Peniac, he plays with himself,
That's right.
and that's okay. He's a grown man. If that's what he wants to do in his own home, then who are we to judge, right?
Pony
But-
Pumper means a lot of things. Means a
Exactly.
lot of
That 3-inch thunder thimbles got to please somebody, And at the end of the day, who loves you like yourself, right?
You shut your mouth when you talk to me.
And that's it. I mean, we're not trying to beat another podcast. We're not trying to compete with another podcast. And I've said it before, and I'll say it now. When I was sick and we couldn't do, the show, I felt like I let the guys down because we couldn't do live because I wasn't able. But we had a lot of people that were jumping into our spots. And one in particular who claimed to be a friend, boy, he jumped right into our time slot. And the funny part, I said it on Stubbs' show. Everybody, you have connections online, whether some people don't realize it or not. I was having conversations sent to me in DMs from other people that were seeing some of these conversations that people had me muted or had me blocked and they didn't think I could see. And I thought it was funny. One certain asshole, was joking. About, don't worry about Wilmy. He'll be dead next week anyway. Well, bitch, I'm still alive and I'm still here. And I don't know you. You don't know me. And let's keep it that way. But, the bottom line is we're just here to have fun and do what we always do. We play games. We talk about it. It's almost like a big party chat. And that's what keeps us doing it. And that's it. And if you like it, that's great. If you want to be part of it, that's awesome. You're more than welcome. If you don't like it, then see you. Throw a thumbs down on the bitch and go. We don't, that's it. We don't want to troll with anybody. We don't want any more silver burst in the chat.
Oh, just Silverburst. Wow. You're taking it real back, way back now.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, we've had all these people, over the years, talk shit, look me up online, look Fork up online, and even a Husk, trying to get somebody in trouble over a fucking podcast. Because why? People are fucking stupid. And some people have nothing more in their life than to do it. But we're not that podcast. We don't run 6-7 shows a week, and we're not going to try.
Thank God.
And, like Adam said, I really do miss doing, the horror cast. But, I mean, let's be honest, there's not a lot to talk about there either. I mean, there's really not.
Right now,
I wouldn't be opposed to getting in on some of that, though, if you wanted to do
Well,
it.
have you heard about that new
we
game
love-
that came out called Alone in the Dark?
Oh, God. Yes, we have. But, I mean, that's it. We get together as friends. We talk to each other all day, every day.
Yeah.
And we could just do it that way. But instead, we come here to do it once a week. And, we did have a family tragedy here, for a week that sprung into 2 weeks. But I mean, that's part of life.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's life, man. I mean,
You can't
things
help
gonna
it.
happen.
Exactly. And I'm a little bummed out. Yeah, my oldest daughter turns 30 tomorrow, so I'm getting fucking old. And I'm okay with that. Because I've lived this fucking long, so shit.
That's
I
right.
outlived this. I lived longer than I thought I would. So, on that note, let's get everybody the fuck out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Bomber, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Of course, you can find me everywhere at HR Bomber. Of course, here every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all have a wonderful this next week.
Wonderful.
And enjoy your games. And enjoy your games. That's it. Just enjoy your games. That's all you gotta do.
All right, Canada, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Find me most on Twitter at Xbox Canada and here when I'm able to make it on Sundays.
Fair enough. Maniac, tell everybody where they can find you.
Here Sunday nights and over on Twitter, same handle. Yeah.
Bomber didn't even put his Twitter handle on here, did he?
Ooh,
I said find me everywhere at HR Bomber.
he's okay.
Huh.
He's good. That's fine.
And of course, you can find me here every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, unless somebody's got something going on. And you can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam. And now I'm even on TikTok.
That's right.
Oh bother!
Yep.
Why?
Because
I don't
these post
know.
beams. It works.
It's working. I'm already getting followers. So yeah, it's actually I've got a higher retention there than I do on Twitter. I'm getting more feedback there than I am on Twitter now. So
It's because
it's weird.
Because the algorithm on TikTok's way better than what Twitter is.
Oh yeah,
sure.
dude. Twitter, the algorithm's like I don't know, and I don't want to sit and bullshit and argue with people and
Yeah, that's what Twitter's for. That's right. TikTok, you just throw your shit on there and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Most of Twitter is just like a shit fest now.
Yeah.
People put up this lame shit just to get, what, $20 a month? They're just like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, see, like Adam said, somebody had contacted Fort saying he was underage.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's just weird, dude. People are strange. They really, truly are. And we don't want a part of it. I mean, that's it. And I know at one time in the past, we did these big, huge marathon things and all that shit. That's really not what gaming's about. Gaming's about enjoying yourself, having fun with your friends, and all that good stuff. And that's what we take it back to.
Yep.
And if we were dependent on this podcast to make money, we'd all be sucking dick for beer money.
Oh, Jesus!
And I don't even drink.
Sorry, do that. Wait, what?
I mean, Fort did go to do it, so I mean, there's that. And Husk went with him. Last we heard, they were on a corner in Minnesota. And Husk has got a mattress on his back that says curb service. That's beside the point. Although I'm just picking on Husk because I hope he's listening. Because he actually texted me the other day.
Oh,
so I know he's alive.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I know he's alive.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. But that's it. So everybody have a great week. Enjoy your Sunday because the weekend's almost over. And if you're on Call of Duty and you got me on your friends list, you see me on, join in. I play ranked matches on occasion and I play a little bit of everything on there. I'm not too picky. I just like to shoot people and there it's legal.
That's true.
So, and what's up, Fuzz? And sorry, dude, we're getting out of here now because I've got a wife waiting on me. We're going to finish watching a TV show and then we're going to call it a night. And if you've not watched Dr. Death, you need to watch it.
You're watching season 2 next?
We're on the last episode of season 2.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, we actually binge watched season 1 yesterday, and we did the same thing with 2 today.
Fucking animals, man. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, dude, that's the best part about having kids when you're young.
Yeah.
You get our age, they're all grown up and moved out. So.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
That's
cool.
it. Oh yeah, dude, that empty nest thing, you get a little upset about it for like a month, 2 months. Then you're at home one day, you and your wife, and you go, "You hear that? No, what exactly?" I mean, you just get happy about the peace and quiet. And the bad part, my kids will listen to this if they're not already, so they'll be calling and texting here in a few minutes. But on that note, everybody have a great week, and we will see you back here next Sunday night.
Later.
Oh, that's the wrong. I keep hitting the.